Here with head women's basketball coach Sankey. Coach, sit at 9-5 overall here. Just kind of start off by giving us your overall thoughts on the season so far to date.
Well, we're just underway with the second semester, so it's nice to get back to it and get back in the routine of games. We had a long Christmas break, so sometimes those practices just feel a little bit different than the urgency that we have when there's a game tomorrow. But we're really excited about where we're at, mostly because of our girls, and we've had some great results and had some nice victories. But our biggest excitement just comes from our group and the work that we're doing every day and what we are prepping for, with another conference game tomorrow.
Good, and kind of talk about maybe somewhat of a roller coaster season it has been, from a personnel standpoint, kind of fighting that injury bug early in the year and kind of weathering that storm, and how your group was able to stick together through that.
Yeah, well, it's really just our girls stepping up and filling opportunities, because we know anytime that we've got a lady who's banged up, or when we had Kyra and Bree missing game time with concussions and other things, like those are great opportunities for the rest of our girls. So I was really proud of the way that they filled opportunities and stepped up and played well. Got a couple wins out of that stretch as well too. So that tells you a little bit about our team and how we respond to adversity and how we're pulling together as a group.
Good, and talk a little bit about some of those key wins that you mentioned. Obviously with the road win at Madonna, and then shortly thereafter at Lawrence Tech, who's nationally ranked, and how the group was able to come together to get two of those wins on the road.
Well, the preparation for both of those games was a little different because, first of all, with Lawrence Tech we had a whole week, and so our girls had talked about, and we talked about how we were going to play well that week, and we knew it, and we were confident with that. And the other thing about those two games at Madonna and Lawrence Tech, they were both really fun games to watch, and we competed in close games in the fourth quarter, and we were able to get the possessions that we needed. We got stops and we got baskets when we needed them from people that were important. So we had some individual performances in each game that really impressive, but at the same time it was really about our group finishing great wins for us.
Good. Talk a little bit more about some of those individual performances. Obviously, the consistency this year of Carrie Browiak, and then steady boards, interior with freshman Carly Morris. Kind of talk about the production and consistency you've gotten from those two so far this year.
Yeah. Well, one thing that we learned about our group this year is that even though we've been together, we've been working together. Every group's, every year is a little different, and so, all the way through the first semester, and like we talked about with injuries, we were still defining roles and filling roles and learning a little bit about who we were and who our players were. So it was great to see our girls, fill those, and those ladies that, that you mentioned they found kind of their niches. So. Yeah, it's Carly's rebounding is awesome. Carrie has been pretty consistent, and Breeze has the ability to be absolutely white hot to score. We've got other ladies like Kyra who she puts everybody where they need to be, and that's one of the biggest keys to us this year. And Kara just brings it. Kara's great, and she really gives our team the attitude that we need and the enthusiasm that we need. So, there's a lot of individual things to talk about every single one of our girls, and we're proud of them, and we just like what they each bring to our team. But it's pretty cool to have, cool experiences in the middle of a season too, individually.
Talk a little bit about kind of what the focus has been lately, academically here. We've been on break the last couple weeks, but you guys have been able to put together a 3-game win streak in the middle of conference play. Obviously, Mount Vernon was non-conference, but talk about what the focus has been during this win streak here.
Well, we're focusing on playing the best basketball that we can, and then off the court at the same time having fun. I mean, our girls enjoy spending time together. This is a chance when we're out of class, it's a chance to spend more time as a group. And last night to be able to be together for dinner and have a little activity with it, or any of those off-court situations, like that's the best, and that's the best for our girls to get to know each other and to build our team and have that camaraderie that we have together. So that's what we focus on, and what that means is on court when we play, and we're playing for each other, and we're playing for our team, and that's a great opportunity for us to mature and make the most out of this time between the semesters.
Headed into conference play tomorrow night against Davenport here at home. Talk a little bit about what you've seen on film there, a little scouting report on Davenport.
Yeah, well, we've got to be ready to compete. They're a tough team, and we know and talked about at practice today what we expect from ourselves, just in terms of competing and rebounding and getting stops on the defensive end. And also, what does it take to compete on the offensive end too, to get the ball in the basket. So we've got our keys to winning tomorrow night, and we know that Davenport's going to bring it as well. So that's the best thing about playing conference games, and it's nice to play home conference games too, and take a shot at a really good team on our court.
Good. Well, thanks for your time today, Coach. Good luck tomorrow against Davenport. Head women's coach, Dad Sankey. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.